People of YouTube, welcome back to another video. Recently I've been working on a new project. It's smaller than other projects but still pretty complicated. I saw a guy online named TARS. He's made a little version of TARS from the movie Interstellar and has a Raspberry Pi talk to the ChatGPT API and has stuff set up so it can respond to voice commands. It's pretty cool. I saw it, I did some research, I realized I should be able to make that. I might as well try, you know? I should have all the resources, well, knowledge, and a 3D printer so I can do the basic stuff. So then I just have to get my hands on the electronics and stuff like that. So I've spent quite a few hours designing. I've probably spent close to 20 hours, if not more, designing, plus ideation and stuff. Here is TARS V1. This is significantly more complicated than what I ended up finalizing. As you can see, this is a 4 separate leg design with 2 hinge points on each leg. This is still, like, I think the second or third iteration of joining mechanism between these two, between the legs, I should say. As first I was using geared, pretty complicated. That's too big, too complicated, too like little space to fit. This is TARS V1.3 where I shrunk it down a lot. This is the final size, final footprint, but I've done quite a bit of redesigning on this, I think. On this one here, just uses 2 main rotation servos here and here, which are the standard size servos, not a micro servo. I wanted to do 0.6mm thick stainless sheet on the outside to give it a nice premium feel, I guess. Give it a bit of weight to it as well. And here you can see the lifting mechanism. So it uses a micro servo here, which pushes up this lever, which pushes up this little linkage to the main leg lifting mechanism, which is kind of like this shape. Oh, it's just like this together with that. So that's what it looks like. This has already been 3D printed. This is not the final design, but one similar has been 3D printed already. But as you can see, it locks within these little rails here, these 2 rails here. It guides using the cylindrical parts, guides it up and down, stopping it from moving or rocking back and forth. Well, locking the legs in so the legs rotate off the servo and actually rotate properly. And yeah, there's an LCD screen here, which is touchscreen. I'll get a touchscreen one because it's the exact same price off AliExpress for a touchscreen. And it'll be nice, like future-proofing, I guess, if I want to do some kind of touch interface for it, for some kind of UI. The Pi and the Arduino fit in very nicely here. They're pretty close, but not too close. I should be able to get a little USB-A to USB-B, I believe this connector is. You can just jump it across and have serial communication between the two. Battery in here, this is a 4000 milliamp hour 2S, like 7.4 volt. Pogo pins for charging, for docking it and charging, just for a little bit of a nicer user experience. This is the buck converter so it takes the 7.4 volts and steps it down to 5 for powering everything. A small fan here for the Pi, which will have a little heatsink on it, help cool the Pi down. This is a servo distribution board. I don't strictly need it for just the 3 servos, but it helps limit current draw from the Arduino, so it's not burning out the Arduino or anything. There's also I think it's a 5 megapixel camera, but a really nice wide angle one. That might be future. I'll just use a USB mic for voice commands. So that's pretty much this iteration. 1.4, what have I done with this? Just lots of little changes. Little adjustments, slightly wider gap between the legs, a little bit better servo lock mechanism. So yeah, this is a press fit in here. Once I printed it, I just had to slightly drill out the inside and then press fit the servo, and then it will get a washer and a bolt or a little screw that goes in and holds it in as well. These are held together with 2 M2 screws. up here and down below, which I already have on here. Oh, I don't have quite enough. I'm missing like 2, I think. But that they fit nicely. There's only a little bit of play, which is plenty fine. That's mostly that. There's still the fans there. They are different size fans just to make them fit better. Mini TARS version 1.4.2, which worked in the speakers. There's 2 little, I think they're 20 mil wide. There'll be 8 ohm 1 watt speakers which drive off this little amplifier board which just takes 5 volt, and a 3.5 mil jack from the Raspberry Pi, which is when I worked on the outer shell. And this is the final panel sizes of the stainless. I think like 304 stainless or something. It takes 100 hex head screws and nuts. M2 hex head screws and nuts. 100. But that's just to keep it all nice and secure and stop bowing and warping of the panels. And then the final version, it should be version 1.4.3 because there is a slight adjustment. There's a slight adjustment with the hole sizes in these. The hole sizes here added a bit of a raft because this part here kept failing to print the other day. Oh, I adjusted the width of the guide rails as well, so it stops side to side leg movement. All of this stuff here is printed, I'm pretty sure. I have to file the inside of this down here because it's slightly too small. I'm not going to reprint it because I'm kind of low on filament and don't want to buy a new roll. But I have a pretty good understanding of how to do it. I'll probably look on online forums for working out serial connection between the Arduino and Pi, but besides that, I think everything, all the mechanical stuff I know how to work out. I'll probably get ChatGPT to code itself, I guess. But besides that, it's a pretty cool project, I think. I might have to do a GoFundMe so I can buy some parts, but I don't really want to because that's, I don't know, I don't want to be a scab. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Sorry about my raspy voice. Bye.